Bullish Filecoin cost forecasts range somewhere in the range of $24.13 and $45.57 by 2030. Market experts accept Phil could reach $18.77 by 2025. Bearish Filecoin market cost expectation for 2023 is $4.29. Filecoin presentation. After the presentation of the Filecoin mainnet, there were fights by excavators in cases of a cost dump in the initial not many days. The venture's maker, Juan Bennett, excuses each analysis and demands that everything is continuing as expected. The cost of the Phil money diminished soon after the mainnet send-off and tried to recuperate simultaneously. What is going on with Filecoin? We should pause for a minute to survey the Filecoin drive and endeavor to anticipate its future. What is Filecoin? The organization with a similar name, expected to offer its clients a decentralized information stockpiling and the board framework, is controlled by the cash known as Filecoin. The pioneer, Gene Bennett, created it to empower interplanetary document framework, a notable venture including distributed information trade. In 2017, Filecoin had an ICO, and in 2020, its mainnet turned out to be live. The objective of Filecoin is to forestall issues with traditional document stockpiling arrangements, like MIST. These incorporated frameworks can possibly turn into a weak link with lamentable outcomes, like the misfortune or debasement of information. Clients of Filecoin may shop for the best stockpiling hub or capacity digger in view of notoriety and choose for themselves what compromises to make between capacity cost and information dependability and overt repetitiveness. Fully intent on offering the best deal and procuring fill for their capacity, stockpiling diggers contend with each other for purchasers. The equivalent is valid for recovery excavators, who contend to fulfill the client's solicitation for information in return for a fill expense. Filecoin crucial investigation. The local money of the Filecoin blockchain is called Phil, and it is utilized to settle exchanges on the Filecoin organization. The Phil token should be held and utilized for exchanges if one has any desire to utilize the Filecoin organization. Moreover, capacity suppliers and information retrievers are repaid with the Phil token. Capacity suppliers should offer Phil as security as an assurance of administration, going about as a bond that might be renounced for the situation that the specialist co-opus fails to be a feasible choice. The token for Filecoin itself was presented in 2017 with a symbolic deal that brought roughly $205 million. A pre-deal for guides raised $52 million of this, and a public deal on the CoinList stage raised $153 million of it. To fundraise, a straightforward understanding for future tokens was created as a legitimate agreement that involves designating tokens to financial backers upon network enactment in return for a forthright interest in the undertaking. The division offered to counselors had an expense base of 75 cents per fill, a further markdown of 0-30%, and vesting lengths of 1-3 years. The expense reason for the leftover $153 million in fill went from $1 to $5 per fill, with a hard limit of 200 million fill sold. Filecoin specialized investigation. Despite the fact that it is challenging to play out a specialized examination of the Filecoin digital currency that is 100% right, TradingView's refined specialized examination device permits you to see the collected trade evaluations for fill continuously for a picked time period. The most broadly utilized specialized markers, moving midpoints, oscillators, and turns, are the underpinning of the FIL-USD report. Filecoin current cost. Filecoin is presently worth $5.36 USD. Phil has moved 1.07% as of now with an exchanging volume of $197,308,220. Filecoin is presently positioned 33 among all cryptographic forms of money with a market capitalization of $1,991,448,354 USD. Our cost expectation estimates utilize constant Filecoin market information, and all information is refreshed live on our site. This permits us to give dynamic cost expectations in light of current market movement. Filecoin Value Forecast 2023. Filecoin, from certain perspectives, is one of the most astounding digital forms of money to rise this year. The Phil cost conjecture for 2023 expects a critical expansion in the year's final part, potentially coming to $8.04. Likewise with other digital forms of money, the ascent will be slow, however no impressive drops are normal. Averaging $7.51 in cost is very aggressive, yet it is achievable sooner rather than later given expected coordinated efforts and progressions. Phil is supposed to have a base worth of $6.43. Filecoin Value Forecast 2024. In 2024, Filecoin Phil cost expectation has a lot of space for development. Because of the likely declarations of various new associations and drives, we guess that the cost of Phil will before long outperform $13.40. Be that as it may, we ought to hold back to check whether the Phil's overall strength record emerges from the oversold zone prior to putting down any bullish wagers. Taking into account the market unpredictability, Phil will exchange with a base exchanging cost of $10.72 and a typical exchanging cost of $11.80. Filecoin value expectation 2025. Assuming the vertical pattern go on until 2025, it could reach $18.77 and Phil might benefit in the event that the market encounters a downfall. The objective may not be met. Phil is supposed to exchange at a typical cost of $17.16 and a low of $16.08 in 2025. Filecoin value forecast 2026. In the event that Filecoin effectively helps market opinion among digital money aficionados, the Phil coin cost could stay stable for the following 5 years. As per our projections, Phil will be green in 2026. The Phil is supposed to reach and outperform its unsurpassed high in 2026. In 2026, the virtual cash will be valued at $24.13, with a base cost of $21.45 and a typical cost of $22.52. Filecoin value forecast 2027. After some broad watching and specialized examination, we gauge the Phil cost is supposed to cross a normal value level of $27.88 by 2027, with a base cost of $26.81 anticipated before the year's end. Moreover, Phil has a greatest value worth of $29.49. Filecoin value expectation 2028. Because representing things to come organizations that are supposed to occur by 2028, we are expecting that a bullish pattern will keep carrying the typical cost to around $33.24. On the off chance that Phil figures out how to break the safe level in 2028, we could see a most extreme cost of $34.85. Neglecting to assemble the help Phil needs by 2028 could bring about a low of $32.17. Filecoin value forecast 2029. While Phil is endeavoring towards interoperability between organizations to rush connection, the bullish pattern from the earlier year is supposed to proceed. So the base exchange cost has been set at $37.53 and a yearly cost close above $40.21 in 2029. Filecoin value expectation 2030. By 2030, Filecoin will at last outperform its past ATH values and record new cost level. The base cost could be $42.89 and possibly arrive at a most extreme value worth of $45.57, averaging out at $43.96. Filecoin value forecast 2031. The digital currency market is known to be exceptionally unpredictable, which is one of the many justifications for why cost estimating is a troublesome undertaking. Makes an honest effort to gauge future sticker costs with accuracy. But all forecasts ought not be taken as monetary guidance, and you should DYOR. In 2031, we are anticipating that cryptographic money should have acquired reception across numerous areas. In that capacity, the most extreme Phil cost in 2031 is projected to be $52.54 in case of a bull run, with a typical value level of $50.